Some decks are the meta,
Hey, can you hand me my helmet? I like winning.
while other decks try to counter it.
This needs to be banned.
Put your helmet back on!
What does that deck do?
Join us each week as we examine the decks that decided to go rogue. What's up, everybody? Circus here, coming at you with the Rogue Deck Roundup. And this week, a lot of weeks we're faking it. You know what I mean? We're faking it 100%.
Circus, you're not supposed to tell them that.
Oh, okay. This is not a filler video.
How the sausage is made, dude.
Right. This is not a filler. This is a for real Rogue Deck Roundup because there was a lot of good stuff this past week. There was like, if you watch the power rankings, there was like 12 tournaments. So there was a lot of people playing different stuff. The meta hasn't settled yet, this is the best time for Rogue decks, right? Because
that's true.
All these decks can sneak it. And now Herf doesn't know any of these decks that I'm going to present him with. So we're going to get his reactions right here as we go. And so the first
Probably
one,
not going to be good.
the first one is our boy Moo Trapper's favorite, Block Dragon.
Oh, good God.
Block Dragon, come on, man. We've been seeing this a little bit more lately, and let me look it up here. Block Dragon got top 4 in the Meta Freakly Wednesday. Not happy? No, I mean it's got a lot of plays, man. You get that Block Dragon out, they can only be destroyed by battle, and it's got a big booty on it, and you get some of the other guys out, right? It's a tough one to beat.
Hey, the only reason I like it is because of a mono Awada.
Okay. Now, this is a little bit different than the version that we see Moo Trapper playing. So maybe there's the secret Block Dragon Discord hasn't decided on what the final form will be.
This isn't a mono deck, okay? This isn't a Block Dragon deck. This is a mono deck.
Oh, if there's one a mono in there?
Yeah, it's a mono deck, by the way.
Okay. So you really have no opinion on this one, huh?
No, I mean, not really. I just, it's kind of whatever.
I think the idea is that they have a lot of plays, right? You get a lot of stuff going on in the graveyard, and you can get into your synchros, and you can get into your XZs, and you can just keep playing.
It's mostly good, like, against Fire Kings, right? Because once you put Block Dragon on the field, they can't destroy you with card effects, so...
Right, and they
kind of have to draw into their text in order to kill you.
Right, and it's hard for them to get over the Block Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for that insightful input on that one.
Anytime. That's why I make the big bucks.
Yeah, I was about to say we should give you a raise. What's double of nothing?
$200.
Okay, all right. Here's another one. Here's another blast from the past. I'm surprised this one made it anywhere. Crystal Beast.
Oh my God.
Look at this deck.
Where did you get this from, dude?
Okay. Crystal Beast.
Are you Shows?
Crystal Beast.
Shows loves this deck.
Top 8 Meta Freakly Friday.
Yeah, dude, these are all going to be from the Meta Freakly. That's all I'm saying. Like,
come on, obviously
this deck sucks.
They get Neos out, right?
It's Neos and Necro Valley deck, okay? Like,
right,
that's it.
Right. What are all these other cards? I don't even know what they are. What's the one that looks...
Crystal Conclave is like the first trap, right?
Yeah.
Basically, you can just bounce a card on the field.
Okay. And then what? That's it. I guess you just get Neos on the board and just use that, and then you got your Necro Valley to lock down your opponent, right? And then slowly build up your crystal board.
Yeah, I mean it's
well, look, it's got a lot of XZs. It looks like an XZ's toolbox. Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because that's why you're playing the Zephyros as well to dump off of Neos Fusion to use next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice, very good plays right there.
You don't seem real excited about this one either, huh?
Not at all. The bridge, the Sky Bridge though, is actually like one of like the best rotas we have in the game. So
yeah, what does it do?
Yeah, it's a really powerful rota. I'd have to look it up. I just remember that it's really good.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're well researched on it. It's a great card. What does it do? I don't know. It's just a great card. But Crystal Beast, they don't really do a whole lot on their own, right? Is that why you need all this other stuff to make them work?
Yeah. Basically, Crystal. Let's see here. Oh, Rainbow Bridge. Add one. Yeah, it's just add one crystal spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So that's pretty good.
All right. Okay. Again, not impressed. Okay, I'll keep going. I'm gonna try to impress you again. Next deck. Fire Fists.
Dude, I guess like this one's actually kind of cool.
Is it? Okay.
Right. Hey, this is the fisting deck.
All right, top 8 Meta Freakly Friday.
All right, can we get some from a real tournament?
So why aren't Fire Fists catching on right now?
Because they're just not good. All right. So the problem is that we're in like an MST like meta, right?
Yeah.
And so all of your continuous spells and traps effectively do nothing versus MST because they
Mhm.
go to activate you MST and then it fizzles.
Okay.
Good job. So yeah, that tanky really good against the MST. Also, we're just in a really slow control-based meta. You got to see my dog there. But we're in a really like slow control-based meta, and so we're running no back row removal.
Right.
I wonder how that works against one Book of Moon. Not good is the answer. It's
Oh,
very not
okay.
good.
And do the monsters do anything on their own to protect themselves?
No. They
So,
all special summon themselves and recycle the spells and traps.
so, but they're also running no like generic back row to protect themselves. Then.
Yeah, well, they have one of the traps. I'm pretty sure it's the second trap. There is like a spell trap negate, a counter
Okay.
trap. So I mean that's pretty good if you go first and can search it. But outside of that, I mean the deck is really vulnerable to any form of disruption at
Okay.
all.
So,
And I think most of these decks are just like very thankful that people can't read.
is that what it is? Do you think these decks are just getting through because they're people don't know what they are?
Yeah, I think they're getting through in tournaments where the players are maybe not as good, maybe newer to the game, maybe have an easier time in Swiss, and then they get to top cut and the players don't read. I think that's a plays a big factor. I think it's a cool deck, and all the artwork looks really cool. But besides that, I cannot support this deck.
Wow. Thumbs down. All right. Here's one that
Besides
was
the name, Fire Fisting.
wow. We'll skip over that one. The next one, one of my favorite rogue deck by far. I'm gonna play this one a little bit on my main
Honestly.
account. Bro Senjus, what's up?
Oh, bro,
Now I see this guy's running the 10 key. Do you think that's really necessary?
It's not necessary,
Mm-hmm.
but it's sterile, and I like the taste.
It's sterile and you like the taste. That's a
You
new
know,
one.
you know that reference?
No.
It's from Dodgeball.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie since it came
Oh
out.
my god. Anyways,
This deck won the Ruby League Battle Phase Monday and then had 2 other top 8s. So doing pretty
pretty
well
good.
this week. Doing pretty
Yeah,
well.
I mean, it's just really frustrating for a lot of decks right now because a lot of decks can't like OTK through stuff, right? And if you're looking at, 2 Kite Roids, 2 Battle and Boxer Veils, and a OEM, like,
Right.
what's getting through that?
That's the beauty of it, right? Now this isn't
Yeah.
running Drowning Mirror Force. We see that in a lot of the decks. They're just running the
Mhm.
3 Sword Stings instead.
I guess this one is like mostly just focusing on killing your opponent instead of not dying, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're playing 3 of the was that combo 1, the one that
Yes.
bounces.
Yep. And then 2
So
of the
3 combo
comments.
1 is like really aggressive. And I think typically people only play like 1 to 2, right?
It's switched. It's gone 3, 3, and 1, where the comma 3 is least important because it basically just draws a card, which is nice, but the first 2 are way better.
I think like the combo 3 used to be played more because it was more of a stall deck. People
Right. And you
would
needed to
rely
get
on
that
all of the hand
advantage.
traps. Yeah, but now them being like a lot more aggressive, I think combo 1 is probably more helpful, and that's why they're also probably not running drowning because they're like there's going to be nothing to drown because your opponent's going to be dead.
Well, being able to synchro summon, I'm sorry, XZ summon very easily with this deck is nice too, right? Because you can get
Yeah.
3 monsters out, and you can go into the Utopia Ray Cheese play pretty easy.
And the veil will still be there, right? They'd have to
Right.
attack over it again, so that's really nice.
Yeah. All right. So, Bro Senjus, what's
Hey,
up?
I'm always a Brosenju supporter.
All right. Next one, I don't really know about, but the deck has changed, and
Okay.
it almost made the power rankings, and that's TG's, and it's really tiny.
Oh,
What
God,
happened?
dude.
I'm embarrassed. Here, let me.
What did happen?
Oh, oh, it's magic. Look at this. This one's got Diva in it. What's up with that?
I think you Diva for Screw Serpent.
Yeah.
Right? And then Screw Serpent, when it's normal special summon
Mhm.
something from the grave. So, I mean, it's cool.
The deck's
But I
changed
feel
quite a bit, though. They're not even really running a lot of TG synchro monsters.
Yeah, well, they used to run Miscellaneous Saurus and all that kind of stuff to like cheese out the. What did they cheese out? I don't know.
The
I
Halberd
don't
or
really.
whatever.
Yeah, they went into the halberd and all that kind of stuff. Now they're like mostly focused on. This guy's not even running Quarion, which is pretty interesting.
I was gonna
but-
say they're trying to do kind of like an old school Crystron's deck, right? Where there's summoning stuff on your turn, and then I think we saw a version with Black Rose Dragon in it. over the past
they used to
week.
play like Quarion, which is really good because you just
Quarion,
banish
yep.
any 3 from the field or grave, which is super powerful. I don't know why you'd want to pass up on Quarion. But hey, if it works, it works, I guess.
No, I think it's good that this deck's actually starting to do stuff. This one won the Meme Maker Cup, and that had 4 other top four finishes. So
Oh my god.
yeah, it's doing pretty well. The new focus of the deck, I think, is doing a lot better than the old one, just trying to do the TG plays. They changed the skill too. It's not set Delta Excel or whatever. It's flight control.
Yeah, it's the flight control, yeah.
Yeah.
But I really don't know why somebody would play Lance in this meta when Harpies like exist, right? Because Harpies versus Harpies, if you Lance to protect your monster, they can just like bounce it back to the hand.
Mm-hmm.
So Lance really doesn't do a lot in this meta. So I would probably want to play like 3 Mystical Space Typhoon and then something like another backer removal.
Okay.
But like you could just run like 2 Cosmic Cyclones as well. So.
Ooh, you think we're moving back into that kind of meta where you need lots of back row hate?
I mean, if you're TGs, I mean, if like anything gets disrupted, I mean, their turn is over. So, like, you probably want back removal, or even you could just take out the treacherouses, put into Hatronade, and then substitute the Lance for like Fiendish Chain or something.
All right. So next one, the last one on the list.
Oh,
this is besides, I would say besides magnets, this is Herf's other favorite deck, and they
I'm so excited.
they had a massive week last week.
I'm so excited.
Teller Knights, let's go! Was it Teller Knights or was it Zexal Weapon?
I think it's a combination of people A, not knowing how to read, and B, not knowing how to play.
Right. Let's see. They did pretty well. They won the Ruby League Battle Phase Monday, and then 2 top 8s after that. I think people once they figured out, don't trigger the skill, right? Because if you trigger the skill, then you're in trouble.
I mean, the skill is basically just like a free level 4.
And I think we determined the skill is working correctly, right? It's worded incorrectly.
Well, one of the 2 is not correct.
Kamel swears that it's working correctly. Is just mistranslated. So this might be the standard going forward.
Hey, I'm saying, all that I'm saying is we actually can't know whether or not it is one or the other. Unless he speaks Japanese and I don't know that.
He does. He's fluent in
Okay,
Japanese.
so he read the Japanese text.
Yes.
And then he said that it's mistranslated.
Yes.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I believe Kamel.
Yes.
All right, then it's just mistranslated.
He was actually born fluent in Japanese.
Is that why he loves anime so much?
Yes.
Oh,
that's why that's why he always watches the subs, not the dubs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
He doesn't even need them. That's all I'm saying.
Well then, why don't you just watch the original? Why do you need a sub or a dub?
For his friends that watch with him. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Anyway, so Teller Knights.
Pretty good.
All right.
Like, honestly, it's just nice because the trap is actually like really insane because it's a counter trap that also draws a card and destroys. So it's just like a phenomenal. When you resolve that card on something that means something to the opponent, a lot of times they have to end their turn, and then you have so much card advantage because they had to -1 and you went 1 for 1.
Yep. Well, that card was actually used to get their first tournament victory in Battle Phase Monday. So that it played a huge part. So
yeah, it's probably alongside Subterra Final Battle as like the 2 best trap cards in the game, in my opinion.
Nice.
Like Final Battle is insane, and this card is insane when it's able to resolve, especially when you're able to send a Deltaros off of it, because then Deltaros will just summon Altair, which summons something else from the graveyard to give you even more pluses. So you could be going like +2. So off of a counter trap negate, which is like the only way you can do that in this game is off of this card. So and then Skybridge is an insane card. Like when this deck works, it's probably the best control deck in the game. However, it's like when it doesn't work, it's just really, really bad.
Well, now they have one more tool in their arsenal, so that's nice.
Very true.
All right, guys, let us know what you think about the rogue decks this week. I think it's some good stuff. Hopefully it keeps up over the next week. Hopefully the meta doesn't settle anytime soon. So let us know what you think. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Join the Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free. The new player help is free. We're going to get out of here. I'm Circus. That's Herf. We'll see you next time.